B-L-A-S-T, Agile Blast!
Hello judges, we're Team Agile Blast, Team 55727. 6 of us are rookies, and 4 of us have 1 year of experience. This is our robot, the GOAT. It has a box-shaped figure, so it's easy to slip on attachments and slip off attachments.
This is our attachment, Raise the Mast. It is used for raising the mast and it gives us 30 points and it's a passive attachment.
This attachment completes the coral nursery and it completes the shark. This part is active while this part is passive, and it gets us around 60 points.
This is a passive attachment. It's used for the mission Unexpected Encounter, and this part goes on the robot. It snaps on. And then this part is used to drag into the mission to catch the unexpected creature. Then it drags it over to the Black Sea, and then the robot pushes back, leaving this here, because it's a drop-off attachment, and this scores us 30 points.
This attachment is used for the research vessel. This attachment is to put the samples inside the research vessel bowl. This is an active attachment and it gives us 15 points.
This is the curtain. This collects all the corals across the table and this gives us 45 points.
This is the coral tree grabber. It is used in a coral nursery where it attaches to that and works as a claw to push the coral tree out. And this is an active attachment.
This is a preliminary active attachment that utilizes motors A and E, and it scores us 30 points for missions, changing shipping lanes, and plankton sample, and connects to the following attachments.
This attachment is used for changing shipping lanes and the plankton sample. It scores us approximately 30 points and is an active attachment connecting to this attachment.
This attachment is used to bring the research vessel to its destination and will score about 40 points as a passive attachment.
Our mission strategy, as you can see here, was to pair a rookie team member and an experienced team member together, and then they picked each a mission. They worked on the missions. At the end, we narrowed it down by seeing how many points each would get and the possible points it can get. We narrowed our competition down to 8 missions, scoring a possibility of 300 points.
The resources we use are Spike Prime videos and help from senior FLL team members. For our program, we use Gyrosensor, and for our language, we use word blocks. As you can see here, we also added comments to our code to make it easier to understand.
Throughout making our attachments, we had to do many iterations. This is one example of many of our iterations. First, this curtain had many short arms, making it very easy for the samples to slip out. This bar also was not here, leading to all of the attachments spilling out. So we decided to add a bar and longer arms so the attachments and samples would go in and not come out. We also noticed that the waterbed sample was near all of the other missions, so we decided to add a hook to capture the waterbed sample and use this notch to stop it from leaving.
Thank
you, judges. Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for everyone contributing. Got a lot of information for that. Okay, we've heard a lot about attachments. What came first, your mission strategy and then the attachments, or did you think about attachments and then where would those attachments best work? Go ahead, Ian.
So we thought about the attachments first, so we let the rookie and the experienced person just pick whatever mission they wanted and make an attachment for it. And after that, we thought about our mission strategy and trying to narrow it down to certain about.
So you briefly touched base on this. How did you choose your missions? Was there some with point totals on the board? How did you choose missions to?
So as I said earlier, a lot of us are rookie team members, and some missions would be hard for us. That's why we paired together, and we chose the missions that we thought would be suitable for everyone's level of expertise. And
We also picked a faster missions to so we could go faster and complete all of them.
In addition to that, we also chose missions that had a high probability of success to do on the competition list.
how did you determine high probabilities?
We
What
were
was, what was a high probability?
anything above a 65%.
Okay.
We decided to run on the.
In addition to that, we also chose the words that were closest to us. That way it would be less time consuming.
So programming, did you guys all program?
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys all build?
Yes.
Okay. How did you program a mission?
As my friend said earlier, we used Spike Prime, which is a coding website, and everyone got their turn to try coding because we like giving everybody a chance on this team.
Explain how, kind of step-by-step process you would code a mission.
So first, we would make all of our code for the gyro sensor and use 3 gyro sensor features: yaw angle, gyro straight, and gyro turns.
So with a big team, I like the fact you're pairing everyone up. But did you find yourself having difficulty with 1 or 2 missions? And how did you working through those 1 or 2 missions when it came down to just a couple of people?
So obviously this is a team, so we did have a bit of trouble with our missions, but we all thought that we have to keep persisting even if there's some trouble on our team. So if somebody wasn't getting the concept, then their partner would help them, and we all just really worked together to try and complete all our missions.
What gave you the most fun? What mission? What did you have a problem with? You go, hey, this is a lot of fun, and then work through it. Was it the building? Was it the coding? Was it just the interaction?
Well, we had a lot of fun getting a lot of adrenaline with the timer ticking each second, and we knew we had to finish these missions to get all of our points. So we kept on running the robot over and over again and perfecting missions that did not count, and by the end, we were almost perfect.
In addition to what he said, as you can see on the board, we had lots of moments where we had celebrations. Like every Sunday we have dinner together, which really helps us bond with our team. We also, all the girls are doing gymnastics in this photo because our coach gives us a lot of time to interact with each other and really bond.
And in addition to that, we always crack jokes and play around with each other too.
Nice. So when you're running missions, and you do have a lot of attachments here. So you put an attachment on, it does a mission, and then it comes back. Does it go to the other side of the board? Does it come back? How do you operate the board in 2 minutes?
So the research vessel attachment that went is holding over there. It basically sends it over to the other spot. So that one also brings it to the next side.
Okay.
Also, this attachment that Cameron is holding goes across the board doing anglerfish, all of the coral reef samples, and krill, including the waterbed sample. It goes across the board to the other platform.
Okay.
And in addition to that, this mission, it goes to the mission, it drops this part off in the deep sea, then this robot comes back to the same base.
How do you line up your robot at the beginning of a competition?
I think that's. Do you just align it, or do you have a jig?
We just line it with 2 lines.
Okay.
Align the wheels with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and we initially had a positioning device, but it was not. We tried to optimize it, but it was not exactly the best idea. So we just decided to
use
So in addition to that, there are little spaces on the board, and that's where we kind of count to. So like say we wanted to line up with 2, so then we put it at the second square, and what we do is we never line it up straight against the wall.
So let's 300 points. That's ambitious. It's achievable. But let's say you go into sections, and now you got to go to 350 points. What would you do differently with your robot? And why?
We would make an attachment that would run like multiple missions at one time, so it'll be less time.
Last time changing out. Good. Any other questions?
Explain your name.
My name is Jay.
Oh, no.
What does the Agile Blast mean?
Agile Blast. We chose the name Agile Blast because Agile means flexible You have to adapt to anything that could happen during competition, whether if it's a problem that happened or if it was a good thing that happened. And last, when rockets go up into space, they have to give their full effort to try going up. So that's what we try to do with everything that we do in our life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you,
Thanks so much,
Judge.
Two things. How does a whale get krill? That's your homework. And the second thing,